First of all, it's good to be back. Since Lisbon, the world, of course, took a different position with COVID and now the Ukrainian-Russian situation. But it's good to be back. I'm happy to see all people we know back in action in African Energy Forum in Brussels. We have developed faster than we anticipated with AMEA. When we met in Lisbon, I think we were roughly a few hundred megawatt. Today, we are approaching 3,000 megawatt in 15 countries in Africa. We have about 1 gigawatt will be financially closed in the next 2 or 3 months in Egypt, primarily 500 megawatt of wind, 500 megawatt of solar, which is a milestone, a big milestone. Egypt is a big market, and we're fully present there. We have, in addition to being in the solar and being in the wind as a power developer, we've been also developing battery storage. We are doing our first battery storage project in Togo. It's an extension of a plant we've already built. We have built it in 14 months despite COVID. It's something we are very proud of. It's working beautifully, producing power to the north of Togo and the Blita region. And now we're adding 20 more megawatt, so it will become 70 megawatt. And we're adding 5 megawatt hour battery storage, which is the first one we do in Africa. So we are expanding in West Africa. We are finalizing a project in Ivory Coast. We have started construction in Burkina Faso. Despite the challenges Burkina going through, we are now building our 25 megawatt power plant in Burkina. We are also looking at Benin, at Niger. We are in West Africa. We have succeeded in Morocco since we last met in Lisbon. We won 2 projects in a tender process, an international tender process in Morocco for solar power plant. We have started also a wind power plant in the El Ayoun area. We have also started in East Africa and Southern Africa. We have many projects being pursued in wind and solar. Our major development is to enter 2 new areas for us where we believe it will have a very bright future. We have entered the green hydrogen business. Our first green hydrogen project have been signed in Egypt. Egypt is very promising when it comes to green hydrogen. It has very good wind resources, very good solar resources. The site we have is in a place called Ain al-Sukhna. It's right in the water, so you can export the end products, which is in our case will be green ammonia, to the whole world. In particular, Europe is our focus. So from Suez to Sukhna to the rest of the world. We're also developing, we believe water is going to be an important need in the African continent. As you are aware, we are fully focused on the African continent. So water is something we are seriously started to develop. We are looking at Egypt. Egypt is in need of water. Togo, Senegal, many other, Morocco, all these countries are in need of water, desalination. So that's something we are pursuing aggressively, and that will be a new area for us. So we will be focused on renewable power, wind and solar and batteries, and green hydrogen and desalination. And they will fit together because green hydrogen is green power. And the desal we're talking about will be powered by green power. That is the landscape we are looking at. We are still not present in a major market in Africa, which is South Africa. So we are trying to develop an entry strategy for South Africa, whether it is to bid for round 6, which is coming up now, or acquire operating assets, or acquire a platform in South Africa. South Africa is a big market, cannot be ignored. It has a huge demand, and we have seen the challenges they are facing with power, and they need to build more power. And that is encouraging us to be present in South Africa. So our strategy today is to focus on South Africa and continue developing where we are. West Africa has been an important market for us. We are creating a setup in Morocco Morocco has a connectivity to West Africa, have a common language, the French language, and we are going to have a base in Morocco, and from Morocco we penetrate more West and Central Africa, which is the French-speaking part of Africa. And on the East Africa and Southern Africa, we're going to have a base either in South Africa or in Kenya, which is going to penetrate the East Africa and the South African market. All of these are our focus these days, in addition to what I said earlier, hydrogen and green hydrogen and water. So as I said, our focus is energy transition. We are very focused on energy transition, sustainability. The ESG is very important for us. And more importantly now is gender equality. We have, out of the 70 people we have in AMEA Power today, we have a good, large, important women who are women as director, as manager, as engineer. They are outstanding in their performance and their commitment. So we are focusing on these key issues: energy transition, sustainability, ESG, and gender equality.